Today we will continue our journey around the countries and find out what people eat in the morning on the planet. And so we went. Japanese breakfast. The traditional Japanese breakfast is called asagohan, where asa is morning and gohan is rice. In general, what did you expect? Miso soup is added to it, some grilled fish and seafood, as well as eggs, raw, dried, fried or in a sweet omelet. The Japanese consider the tamago cake gohan breakfast to be very healthy and nutritious, consisting of rice and a raw egg, which is sprinkled with furikake, a condiment made from dry ground fish, seaweed, sesame, vegetables and seaweed, on top. Japan is one of the few countries where they eat fish broth soup with soy paste, seafood, seaweed, tofu or mushrooms for breakfast. In cafes and restaurants, you can try ochazuke, a breakfast of rice drenched in dashi broth, tea or hot water with the addition of umeboshi, pickled plums, salmon or other fish. And of course green tea. Indian breakfast. The classic breakfast in India is mostly vegetarian. The breakfast tray, namely, it is customary to serve food on it, is necessarily served with a dish of rice, flatbread, lentil crepes, rice dough pancakes, chutney, spicy potatoes, puri, unleavened bread. Unleavened dough stuffed with a spicy mixture of mashed potatoes cooked with butter or ghee is popular in North India. In combination with cottage cheese, a divine taste. In South India, flat rice is more popular. It is served with a lot of vegetables and seasoned with spices that are added everywhere, even in drinks. The omelette here is made with finely chopped green peppers and onions, fresh green coriander, salt and cumin. It is usually served with toasted bread. Vietnamese breakfast. For breakfast in Vietnam they eat soup, the very famous pho soup, boiled in meat broth with homemade rice noodles, and chicken, beef or pork are cut into thin slices and put on a plate separately, on top of the noodles. Depending on what meat will be in the recipe, there are pho bo, beef, pho ga, chicken, pho lon, pork. In the process of cooking, herbs, roots, spices and herbs are added to the broth, and pho soup is eaten as a bite, no, not with bread, but with soy sprouts and herbs. It is served on a separate plate. For breakfast, chopsticks are used to hook the noodles and a spoon for the broth. The soup itself is not spicy, but traditionally the Vietnamese add chili peppers to it for taste. Brazilian breakfast. In the country of the eternal sun, it is traditional to eat papaya for breakfast, separating the fragrant pulp with a small spoon. On the table there will definitely be the freshest coffee, black and very strong, with sugar or with a little milk, juice from mango, the same papaya, pineapple, acerola, graviola or acai. They are made from frozen fruits, so they are always delicious. And certainly, small, about 5 to 7 centimeters in length, buns, salgado. They are baked every morning in bakeries and served with various fillings. Depending on the filling, salgado is called empado, a shortbread basket with cheese and shrimp or chicken, pastel, similar to closed pies with meat, chicken or vegetables, coxinha, a potato bun with chicken and cheese, or just pão de queijo cheese balls that are eaten with butter or just coffee. Cheese is loved and added to almost all dishes. In ordinary homes, breakfast is often served with simple buns, like French ones, which are cut up, put ham, cheese inside and baked in a toaster. Mexican breakfast. In Mexico, they like to have a hearty breakfast, and they often use what is left of dinner. The most popular Mexican breakfast dish is chilaquiles. Topos is first prepared for it. Pieces of corn tortillas are fried in oil, which are poured with salsa, seasoned with a lot of red pepper, pieces of turkey or chicken. Cooked beans are placed and simmered over low heat. At the end of cooking, chilaquiles are flavored with sour cream, onion rings and an egg is broken on top. This dish is served with cheese, avocado and fresh vegetables. After such a breakfast and lunch is not needed. Moroccan breakfast. For breakfast in Morocco, there are always simple and fresh products, healthy eating in action. On one dish there will be pieces of cheese, soft, fresh and always homemade, small dark olives, small lush cakes made of unleavened dough, which are rolled in cornmeal before baking, a serving bowl with olive oil, in which it is customary to dip pieces of cake, and amla, sweet paste made from roasted almonds, honey and argan oil. Also, perhaps a little strawberry jam, butter and a boiled egg sprinkled with salt mixed with cumin. Wash down all this beauty with very strong tea with mint and lemon balm and sugar. It is preliminarily insisted on the stove. Australian breakfast. The Australian breakfast is simple and undemanding. In the morning in Australia, it is customary to eat cornflakes, which are poured with milk or juice, and toast with Vegemite paste. It is spread in a thin layer directly on the bread. Vegemite is a real local specialty, the taste of which is rather difficult to describe, bitter-salty. A viscous chocolate-colored paste is prepared from the remains of beerwort, to which vegetable extracts from onions, celery and salt are added. Vegemite contains almost no fat and sugar, and is great for vegetable and egg dishes. They claim that it is very useful, as it contains B vitamins, but we have not tried it yet. You are on the Easy Food channel. We make it easy and fun. Subscribe and stay with us. Don't miss the following videos.